Namaste. Welcome back, Stellar Stargazers, and a warm cosmic hello to our new listeners. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Heather, and you're tuning into the Stellar Soulcast,
where we decode the cosmos one episode at a time.
And in our last episode, we channeled our inner rebel with Uranus, the planet of breakthroughs, rebellion, and awakening. We explored how Uranus shakes the status quo and rewires your soul for authenticity.
And if Uranus was the lightning bolt, today's planet is the mist it leaves behind. We're diving deep into Neptune, the planet of spirituality, illusion, and inspiration. Before we float into the cosmic sea, make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow us at the Stellar Soulcast on all our socials, and of course, grab your astro journals because Neptune is ready to dissolve the boundaries of your imagination.
Oh yeah. Imagination. Oh. So, all right, stargazers. Now that you've got your astro journals ready, we're about to set sail into one of the most mysterious and magical mythological waters of the cosmos. But a quick heads up. The mythological dive is going to feel a little different from some of our past planetary deep dives. In earlier episodes, we traced the planetary origins back through the Babylonians, Greeks, and the Romans. But Neptune, like Uranus, he's a late arrival to our astrological stage because he was discovered during, you guessed it, modern human history. Neptune was officially spotted in 1846, thanks to astronomers Urbain Le Verrier and Johann Galle, who used mathematics to predict and confirm its location. This was a huge cosmic moment because Neptune was the first planet to be found through calculation rather than by direct observation. At the time of its discovery, the world was in the middle of the Romantic era, with art, music, and spirituality soaring to new and dreamy heights. It was also a period rich with mysticism, photography, and social idealism, all signature Neptunian vibes. When it came to naming this ocean-hued giant, astronomers kept with tradition and reached back into the vault of classical mythology. They chose Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, known to the Greeks as Poseidon. Wielding his mighty trident, Neptune would command the waters, create storms, shake the earth, or bring calm to the seas. He was both the protector as well as the destroyer, a symbol of boundless mystery, depth, and power. In myth, Neptune embodied the duality of inspiration and illusion. Sailors prayed to him for safe passage, but also feared his unpredictable temper. This mirrors Neptune's astrological energy perfectly with its beauty of dreams and the danger of being swept away by them. Even though Neptune wasn't part of the ancient 7 visible planets, his arrival in modern astrology opened an entirely new dimension, one that moves beyond physical reality and into the realms of spirit, fantasy, and unconditional love. Since his discovery, Neptune has been linked with dreams and imagination, spiritual awakening, compassion, oneness, illusion, and escapism. His soft blue appearance and distant orbit seems almost otherworldly. Astrologically, he dissolves boundaries, blending the seen with the unseen. Neptune's influence can feel like a divine wave washing over your life, sometimes carrying you towards inspiration, and other times leading you into the fog. To summarize, Neptune's mythos says, merge, imagine, and transcend the limits of the material world. So, stargazers, take a deep breath and let the tides of your intuition pull you in, because today we're meeting the part of you that dreams without borders. Let's dive into what Neptune has to reveal about your cosmic connection.
So what exactly does Neptune rule in your chart, stargazers? And why is this soft, mystical giant such a cosmic powerhouse? Well, Neptune, like Uranus, isn't your straightforward list-making astrology teacher. No, Neptune shows up like a wave of mist, wraps you in a dream, and whispers, there's more here than meets the eye. Neptune rules where we merge with something greater, where reality blurs into imagination, and where we're invited to connect with spirit, art, and the unseen. Let's break it down. Neptune rules dreams and imagination, And this is your inner visionary, the part of your soul that paints in colors you can't quite name. Neptune shows where your creativity flows freely in music, poetry, visual art, and even how you dream. It also governs compassion and spirituality and connects us to unconditional love, empathy, and the understanding that we're all a part of something bigger. It's the part of you that feels deeply and wants to heal and uplift through kindness and connection. Hello, Yodu. Neptune also oversees illusion and escapism, and this is where things can get a little tricky. That's because Neptunian mist can inspire you or also confuse you. Here, you might see things through rose-tinted glasses, idealizing people or situations or escaping into fantasy when reality becomes too much. Mysticism and psychic sensitivity are also common themes associated with Neptune. That's because it governs intuition, dreams, and psychic downloads. All those gut feeling moments when you just know. It's the channel between you and the divine, whether that's through meditation, ritual, or simply a quiet walk along the ocean. Lastly, dissolving boundaries is a common Neptunian trend. Where Neptune is in your chart, the walls come down, for better or for worse. This dissolve can create profound connection or empathy, but also come with challenges to your clarity or boundaries. Before ending this segment, it is important to know that astrologically, Neptune rules Pisces, the compassionate dreamer of the zodiac who swims effortlessly between worlds. Pisces energy, like Neptune itself, is intuitive, creative, and deeply attuned to the emotional and spiritual undercurrents of life. Currently, Neptune isn't exalted in any sign of the zodiac, and this is because Neptune doesn't work in a straight line and it doesn't rush. It dissolves, inspires, and invites you to surrender control. No matter your sign, Neptune hands you a paintbrush and whispers, create something beautiful, even if you don't know where it's going yet. So, to sum it all up, your sun is your CEO of your chart, and the moon is your emotional compass. Neptune is the cosmic muse, which is drifting in front of the horizon to inspire, soften, and connect you to magic beyond logic. Now, take a deep breath, stargazers, because up next we're talking Neptune retrograde, what happens when the fog lifts and the dreams turn inward. Heather, you ready to guide us through the tides?
All right, stargazers, let's part the mystical veil, brace the waves, and dive into Neptune retrograde together. Well, unlike Saturn's structure or Uranus's rebellion, Neptune is here to gently dissolve the illusions, even when the illusions are your own. So, cue the "am I really seeing things as they are" spiral, because when Neptune goes retrograde, the universe isn't asking you to push harder. It's inviting you to strip away the fog, reconnect with your truth, and align your dreams with reality. Let's break it down. Neptune goes retrograde once a year for roughly 5 to 6 months. And during this time, the energy of inspiration and fantasy turns inward for review. And for our stargazers tuning in for the first time, retrograde means a planet appears to be moving backwards in the sky from our perspective here on Earth. It's not actually reversing, it's an optical illusion. But don't let the word illusion fool you, because the spiritual effects are very real. So, what might Neptune retrograde feel like? During this time, truth always reveals itself, and you suddenly see past those rose-colored glasses Sophie just spoke about. As a result, a relationship, a dream, or a belief you've been holding on to may start to look a little different. Also, your illusions may come to an end, meaning stories you've told yourself or possibly bought into may dissolve, making space for more authentic visions. During Neptune retrograde, you may feel an extreme sense of spiritual clarity, meaning meditation, dreams, or quiet moments could deliver messages so clear they feel divinely delivered. Also, emotional release is prevalent. Old wounds, grief, or longing might resurface so they can finally be acknowledged and healed. Lastly, you might feel a creative realignment, And during this time, artistic or visionary projects may shift towards something truer to your soul. In past episodes, we know it may have seemed every retrograde we covered sounded like some sort of cosmic curse. And yet, we always reminded you they weren't. But Neptune retrograde, I'm sure you're thinking, this one actually doesn't sound that bad. That's because Neptune doesn't come to rattle your world apart. It comes to gently refine your dreams. Neptune is asking, where am I seeing only what I want to see? Also, which dreams can I anchor in truth and which need to drift away? Another question is, am I connecting with spirit or escaping from reality? And lastly, it may ask, where am I ready to wake up from the dream so I can create something real? Well, now that you know what to expect during a Neptune retrograde, your astro besties, Sophie and I, have some tips to share with you on how to work with Neptune during its backspin. Journal your dreams, stargazers, okay? Keep a notebook by your bed or your astro journals by your bed. Track reoccurring themes or symbols. Revisit your stories. Ask if the narrative you're holding still serves your growth. Also, strengthen spiritual boundaries. Be intentional about the energies you allow in. And refine creative work. Use this time to polish, edit, and align your projects with truth. And practice stillness. Let clarity rise naturally without chasing it. When you focus on these reflections while journaling, you'll notice your own patterns, and those patterns are your personal map to navigate Neptune's tides with wisdom. Before we end this segment, we want to give you a little cosmic heads up. As of this recording, it's the second week of August 2025, and Neptune is, wait for it, currently in retrograde. So, if you are presently tuning into your creative and intuitive side, trust us, that is no coincidence. This current retrograde began on July 4th of 2025 and will last until December 10th, 2025. Honorable mention, my cousin's birthday. Had to throw it out there. Because,
shout out, cousin.
Hey, shout out, because the last one, ending on my brother's birthday.
Yeah.
Uranus is retrograde, February 3rd. Whoa. 2026. I guess it's just an alignment in my family. That's when they like to go towards direct. What's up? Mm-hmm. Oh, but anyway. Woo. And Neptune is currently in retrograde in Aries, but it will shift to Pisces in October 22nd. Yes, it will be in retrograde in its home sign, amplifying compassion, spiritual awareness, and intuition, but also highlighting sensitivity to deception and confusion. We aren't going to deep dive into this retrograde here, but be sure to follow us at the Stellar Soulcast on all our socials for more in-depth updates on the Neptune retrograde. To summarize, Neptune's retrograde theme isn't about losing the magic. It's about making sure your magic is real. It's your invitation to let the illusions fall away so you can sail towards something soul-aligned. And now that we've lifted the veil, let's talk about how Neptune shows up in your birth chart.
Awesome. Thanks, Heather, for all that info.
You're very welcome. And for Yodu's meows.
Exactly. So, as always, I'm going to talk about how each planet kind of shows up and how it manifests through each of the signs. And stargazers, let's drift into the cosmic tides with a quick speed date through the zodiac signs. Starting off with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Neptune in fire signs infuses passion with vision, turning inspiration into action, and igniting dreams that burn bright. Neptune in Aries is the spiritual pioneer, and they chase visions fearlessly, and they light the way for others. How beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah, right? So nice.
Aww.
Their mantra is, I bring my dreams to life with bold courage. Neptune in Leo is the creative dreamer with a heart of gold, and they lead through art, generosity, and radiant self-expression. They say, I inspire by shining my authentic light. And that they do. Neptune in Sagittarius, Sag, is the philosophical seeker, and they explore spiritual truths across cultures and beliefs. Their motto is, I expand minds by sharing the wisdom of the journey. Now let's flow into Neptune in our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Neptune in the earth signs ground the dream, bringing visions into tangible forms and building beauty that lasts. Neptune in Taurus channels creativity in the senses, creating art, comfort, and beauty from the soul. They live by, I manifest serenity and abundance in the material world. Emphasis on material world. Neptune in Virgo is the healing visionary. They blend practicality with spiritual service, finding magic in the details. They tell themselves, I serve with love and I infuse purpose into every action. Now, Neptune in Capricorn. These individuals build dreams into legacies, and they structure spiritual callings in...
Sorry. Don't know in a second
Yeah.
why we were laughing.
Yes. So they structure spiritual callings into something that stands the test of time. Their mantra is, I create foundations that turn visions into reality. We love them, those manifestors.
Word.
Major manifestors, MMs. But let's move on to our air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So when Neptune is in air signs, they inspire through ideas, connection, and communicating visions that unite. Neptune in Gemini is the poetic messenger, where they weave words that stir the heart and spark imagination. Did you see that? Build up spark. Just like that.
And it ignites you.
Hell
From
yeah.
before, I was thinking of one of those old cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they would like have the dynamite.
Oh my gosh, yes. I used to love those like little clips.
And
The
it was just
TNT.
like, yeah, and
so
they're
many every time. I love it. Oh, throwbacks.
right. Oh, crazy.
It would be on like Looney Tunes. I was
Yeah,
trying to think.
Looney
I was like, that's not a
Tunes.
channel, but it's a show.
I think it was like Cartoon Network at the time.
Yeah, so Cartoon Network had.
Oh my god,
Looney
what do they have
Tunes.
now? Is that a thing? Is Cartoon
I
Network
don't
still
know.
around?
Probably.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
Probably very different.
Wow, I feel like I have said so many things in the last like several episodes that aged the heck out of me.
Yeah, but it's so cool because we've been having some stargazers reach out and say, oh,
True.
That's interesting that, you know, the preferences and what your astro besties loved when they were kids.
Absolutely.
Or didn't realize. was
Well,
around.
you know.
Listen, it's all about priorities, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, so I don't think I mentioned Neptune and Gemini's motto, but their motto is, I speak the language of dreams. Well, let's move on to Neptune in Libra. So Neptune in Libra is the artistic harmonizer, bringing beauty, peace, and balance into relationships and art. They believe love is the highest form of art. Oh, with that Venusian energy there. So when Neptune and Venus meet, it gives you that
Explosion.
Can you tell
I don't know why.
Can you tell my Venus is in Virgo? I'm all like, that's cute on paper.
It's very structured.
We gotta analyze this first, guys. Okay, anyways, Neptune, speaking of analyzing things, Neptune in Aquarius is the idealistic innovator, dreaming of a better world and inspiring collective compassion. They declare, I envision change that uplifts all beings. Love that.
Yeah.
Thinking of the greater good.
Yeah, I was going to say the greater collective.
Yeah.
Those people, I don't know, I was going to say people pleasers, but it's not people pleasers.
Not at all.
Those people connectors.
Exactly.
Those people.
Or people pushers.
We said that in the
pushing
old one.
people forward.
Like, in Mean Girls.
Oh.
I'm a pusher, Katie. I'm a pusher. I just saw half of the new one.
I love that reference. Mean Girls.
You know, I didn't know the new one was a musical.
Oh, yeah.
I felt so silly when I was watching it. I saw half of it for the first time a few days ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, whoa, why are they busting out into song? And I looked it up.
You're probably so confused.
I was. It was well done, though. I have to finish it.
Oh.
You showed me and my husband that when we were waiting before taking him to the airplane. Shout out. Hope you're listening, broskies.
Yeah, exactly. All the way in
Pittsburgh.
Shout out to the Steel City.
Hey.
Okay. No, because I just know some people from Pittsburgh, and I'm like, oh.
Wait, they have water there too, right?
No shade.
It's like the city is surrounded by water too.
I think so.
Right?
There is water.
Yeah.
In the city.
Industrial waterized city. Ooh, earth and water.
Trash. Anyways.
No.
JK, no hate. But to be fair, I went to school around Pittsburgh, so I can talk crap.
Oh, your funny school.
Yeah, Slippy.
I love the name of it. Wait, because I was...
Any Slippy alumni, comment down below.
Slippy. Hey, what was your mascot?
A lion.
Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Leo, lion. What's up?
It was like green and gray.
Oh. Mine was a hawk.
I like that. See, I like that. Like a hawk is very like, but I feel like the lion mascot being like green and silver kind of threw me.
That is weird.
Right?
Our colors were blue and orange. New Paul's.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my fellow hawks. What's up? Oh. Why does it look like a ghost? Oh my god.
Exactly. I was going to say something else and I totally forgot because...
Wait. Sorry. Slippery rock makes me think that your mascot should have been like a tree.
A tree?
I don't know, like or somebody slipping on a rock.
It could have been a big boulder.
Yeah, yes. You know what? A big boulder in between trees.
No, I guess that's why it's like this color. I guess it's supposed to be like a
It looks
stone.
like a wolf.
It does, but it's definitely a lion.
All right, no, okay, I'm gonna show you my mascot.
Wait, hold on, you're gonna laugh so hard. Look,
no, no, what is that? Wait, save that image. Let's put that on TikTok. That is so funny.
Oh my
for our avid
gosh.
listeners. All right, I'm gonna show you mine.
Why is he smiling?
And you know what?
so
We'll show you Stargazers. We're gonna post it.
Exactly. So follow us on TikTok and comment on the TikTok post that has the pictures that we're talking about, and we will send you a bracelet.
This is mine. He's cute. He's cute. You know?
Why are they all not like the colors of actual animals?
I don't know.
That's suspicious.
I don't know. So weird.
Now you're thinking about it.
Yeah. I hated college at the time. Like, I hated the dorm. But now it's reminiscing. But anyway.
Yesterday.
Oh.
Seems like all my troubles were
there. Wow, see? Karaoke. Not my forte. Without the words.
Yeah. No, fact.
With the words.
Me too.
With the words.
I was like struggling. I was trying to find it. Digging through my brain. Anyways, back to what we was talking about. So I know the water signs. I mean, the water Neptunes are probably like, where's ours?
Yeah, we're like, enough about the mascots. Yeah. Bye.
Didn't you know? Aquarius sparks all the freaking side comments here. Anyways, so when Neptune is in the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, it channels deep intuition, emotional healing, and a strong connection to the mystical, of course. Neptune in Cancer is the emotional healer, nurturing through empathy, creating safe, soulful spaces. They say, I love by creating sanctuaries. Ooh, I like that.
I love that.
So nice. Neptune in Scorpio is the spiritual alchemist, and they transform pain into wisdom, beauty, through deep emotional work. Their truth is, I dive into the depths to find the light. Very self-sacrificing.
Yeah.
I'm curious to learn about people who are or were Neptune and Scorpio, because I don't know if they're
Neptune
here.
Neptune in Scorpio would have been the 70s, no?
Oh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Right? I
Scorpio.
think that they were 70s, right?
Let me see.
Wait, we should make this a Siri moment.
Fuck, what?
1956.
Oh, not my parents being
1956 and 1970.
Okay, forget that. Okay, so you probably can like talk about it a little bit too, because your parents, right? Aren't they?
Yeah, my parents, both of them would be in Scorpio.
But do you feel like the people who you know with Neptune and Scorpio dives in deep to find the light? Of course, all the other aspects and placements does play a role. So,
but in terms of Neptunian allure, so to speak, that creativity, the intuitive part of it, yeah, it kind of might be. Now that I'm just kind of formulating in my head, it actually may be a little bit of why they might be overthinkers.
Okay.
You know?
And they could get maybe stuck in, like, when things are, like, difficult.
Yeah. At least my parents. I think they're very open people, but they think very hard before doing an action, which sometimes it might keep them back from something. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like to hear it.
Or it could just be cultural, too.
It could
be. From,
be.
like, a safe perspective from back in the day, because their parents would have been... Well, my grandparents were born in the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so maybe it could be, like, a learned behavior, and then as they grew older... I don't know.
100%.
Oh, anthropologist Heather's coming out. We're trying to find those trends.
No, that's awesome. And maybe comment down below any of our listeners who can, chime in as well and continue this conversation.
And if you are a stargazer with... with Neptune in Scorpio, let us know.
Anyways, so Neptune in Pisces is the pure mystic, and where Neptune is at home, they are deeply connected to the divine. They live in a constant dance between dreams and reality. Their mantra is, I dissolve all limits to unite with the infinite. So nice. Yeah. Knowing your Neptune sign is like discovering the map to your soul's dreams and spiritual calling. It may not always be clear, and it may take you into mysterious waters, but it will always guide you towards a deeper meaning. So the next time you feel too sensitive, too dreamy, or too idealistic, just remember that's not weakness, that's your magic. That's Neptune saying you're not lost, you're following the current to your truth.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
I love that. Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah. So don't be afraid. Make sure when you look at your birth chart, giving some attention to your Neptune placement.
Absolutely.
Also look at the degrees, because it also plays a part too.
And sometimes I do believe Neptune seems to be the unspoken planet in a way. Maybe it's because of that outer planet vibe, which we're going to get into now. Because now that we've explored Neptune in your personal chart, let's take a trip towards the end of the solar system.
Ooh.
Because unlike the inner planets that shape your day-to-day personality, Neptune is part of a very different league, the outer planets, as I was just saying. This group also includes Uranus and Pluto in what we call the transpersonal or outer planetary realm. Like we expressed in our Uranus episode 17, we recommend you listen if you haven't done so already. Mm-hmm. Yep. But these planets orbit so far from the sun and move so slowly that their energy isn't just personal, it's generational. Neptune takes roughly 165 years to complete one full orbit around the sun, which means entire generations share the same Neptune sign. As we were just saying, with our stargazers born in Neptune in Scorpio. And, Yoda was saying hello too. If you heard him. Mm-hmm. Oh, that you were. Come here, boy. Okay. But each Neptune era colors the collective with a certain dream, spiritual focus, or artistic inspiration. Think cultural renaissance, spiritual movements, waves of compassion, and yes, periods of illusion or escapism on a global scale. So while your personal Neptune placement reveals where you dream, create, and dissolve boundaries in your life, on a bigger scale, Neptune shows your generation's collective vision and the kinds of ideas, compassion, and artistry your era was born to infuse into the world. For example, if you were born during Neptune in Sagittarius, your generation may have a shared longing for spiritual exploration, truth-seeking, and blending philosophies from around the globe. If you were born during Neptune in Capricorn, your generation's dream might be to bring compassion and creativity into structured systems, or to dismantle cold structures entirely in favor of a more soulful approach. Neptune energy moves like a tide. It can seem still and subtle for years, then suddenly swell into a cultural wave that changes art, faith, and the way we understand human connection. In astrology, we even track Neptune transits through charts of nations because these shifts can influence collective beliefs, spiritual values, and even the way entire societies dream about their future. Before we wrap up, let's shine a little light on how Neptune interacts with your big three, your sun, moon, and rising. These placements shape your core identity, emotional world, and how you present yourself. When Neptune connects with them, it's like pouring a little stardust on your soul, blurring the edges and opening you to deeper inspiration. These connections are called aspects, and while we'll explore aspects and houses in more depth in future episodes, here's a quick preview of how Neptune may aspect with some of your big three placements. So if your Neptune squares your sun, you might wrestle with self-image or clarity of purpose, but you're also gifted with a deep well of creativity and compassion. Your challenge is to keep your vision grounded without losing the magic. But if your Neptune trines your moon, emotional sensitivity and intuition flow naturally. Your inner world is rich, poetic, and deeply connected to the unseen. Lastly, perhaps your Neptune conjuncts your rising. Others may see you as compassionate or mysterious the moment you walk in. You carry an aura that feels otherworldly, and people feel it before you even say a word. These are just a few examples because Neptune can form aspects with all your chart placements in many different ways, adding its own flavor and depth along the way. And of course, the house Neptune lives in will show where in your life these dreams, illusions, and spiritual callings play out.
And speaking of dreams, it's time to get personal, stargazers. We are sharing our own Neptune placements and the visions, artistry, and intuition they've awakened in us along the way.
That we are, Sophie, ready to reveal to our stargazers the fun news.
Our Neptunes are both in Capricorn. That's That's right. We're both rocking Neptune in Capricorn, which basically means we're the spiritual architects of our generation. While we're here to turn castles into skyscrapers. My Neptune in Capricorn dreams a love plan. It is not just daydreaming about art, purpose, and meaning, even though it happens like literally all the time. I'm mapping out how to make them real. Yeah, spiritually, this placement has taught me a lot about faith and how it's not just a feeling.
Oh, right, Yoder's agreeing with you.
Yoder, my little 12th house buddy. It's something you can build into your life brick by brick, by brick, by brick.
Brick it, brick it, brick it. Brick it. Build those bricky bricks.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means. Bricky brick.
But Neptune in Capricorn is like, I'll make my dreams last by giving them a solid foundation.
Hell yeah, bro.
Come here, little Yodu.
Oh gosh, no, that is so. Oh my gosh, so cute right now, Yodu. Oh, you having fun with us? But yeah, no, definitely, totally agree with what you said, Sophie. Because my Neptune in Capricorn brings the exact same dream it, but make it real energy.
Yes,
hell yeah. But definitely, because honestly, with me, like, I see the spirituality, creativity, and compassion as things that deserve structure, but with a long-term legacy.
Yeah. But, you know, side note, I think this is so interesting because I have my moon in the 12th house and I'm always daydreaming. Like, as a kid, they used to tell my mom, it seems like she's always in La La Land.
What?
Yes. Yeah. Catholic school, they were rough.
Ooh.
But
wait, were you taught by nuns?
Yeah, in like elementary.
Oh wow. Really?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if that was like still a thing, but I was curious.
Whoa. Yeah. And they'd be like, oh, it seems like she's not really like there. What? Not in like a bad way.
No,
I just had a vivid imagination.
Like,
or like not a vivid imagination.
But...
They wouldn't know that. But yeah, they'd be like, oh, she seems distracted. But anyways, I mention it because thank goodness for like Neptune and Capricorn, which kind of brings that like, okay, there's help there.
Yeah.
Right? It's supporting my 12th house moon.
Of course. And it's like with having...
Oh, and by the way, 12th house is ruled by Pisces. I'm sorry, I didn't start with that.
Oh, yeah. So
that's the connection.
Yes.
That the 12th house is pretty much associated with Pisces because it's the 12th zodiac sign. And that's why that has that influence on people. Yeah,
because it's that intuitive house, right?
Yeah.
That dream house, that dream big kind of house. And when you have that Capricorn energy of
Thank
Neptune,
God.
right?
Oh my God.
You're kind of daydreaming with a structure.
Exactly.
And
I'm thinking about my next moves. Strategic way.
Heck yeah. And that's really what it is all about. It's like, let's build something that's meaningful enough to last beyond our lifetime.
Right.
I really, truthfully, honestly, it's really cool too. And with Neptune being in retrograde right now, and soon in October turning into Pisces, I'm curious to see maybe what dreams you're going to have.
Oh my God.
Come this October.
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to go into it. Like, sometimes my dreams are way too vivid. I know I share them with you sometimes. And it's funny that, like, some of my dreams that have been a little strange have been occurring since Neptune is in retrograde. So.
Yep. Just like what you shared with me, was it last week? Yeah. That was crazy.
I was like, how did that happen? Like, I wasn't even watching the news, and then I had a little dream that kind of
and then there it was
coincided with,
But what's crazy, too, I was thinking about this earlier because I've had a lot of creativity energy, and, we were sharing that before recording, and I've had this initial start to just kind of be like, go-getter and embrace that creativity, whether or not it be through manifesting anything through the Soulcast, or I was dabbling with the idea of wanting to create a story and come in tune again with my creative side. And when I thought about it, I was like, Neptune being in retrograde, revealing that intuitive nature, that creative nature, with Aries, the go-getter.
I love that.
So kind of like that spark.
Yeah.
And perhaps right now I'm just feeling that energy very quickly, but I'm so intrigued. Yes. Come the next few days with you feeling that intuitive dreams. Currently, wait till it's in Pisces.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Because when Saturn was in Pisces for quite some times, I'm not going to lie, it was challenging for me. Mm-hmm. Even though it wasn't my return, like the leading up to it was weird when it came to like dreams and stuff. Ooh. And especially because it lasts like for, I can go into it, but it'll be a separate episode. Maybe one day we'll talk only about dreams because I don't want to take up, time.
That would be, because I'm curious to hear more too. Like we've spoken about it, but just having a whole episode of you talking about your dreams and perhaps how that is in relation to different
so many things, man. So many things.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
But that's why you guys need to make sure that you are reviewing your birth chart as we're talking about these planets. Make sure you're going through and identifying where signs fall into with these planets, like how it's manifesting in your life, because then you can better navigate and work with the energies that are being provided to you.
Yeah.
Or maybe just, general self-improvement. Yeah. Or just wanting to learn.
Exactly. And honestly, out of curiosity, whether or not you might be a little skeptic while listening, correlate a little bit and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Because in some ways, I wouldn't call myself a skeptic, but I definitely have a scientific mind. So I'm very open to the possibilities of what could be out there. Yeah. And learning about astrology and correlating it, it's very fascinating. Because even the reading we saw for me today, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know.
It was spot on with so many things, but especially as I was saying with the creativity too. And it said, like somebody very like important to you is going to reach out, and they were saying with the Aquarius, Libra, like the air signs, and then like my oldest friend in existence, who is basically my sister, had a dream. And shout out, because I know you're listening. Love you. Hey. She had a dream about basically surrounding creativity. And it was very, what's the word? It was, my goosebumps are going, because we've always had a great connection, and we always do this our whole lives. Like, we've known each other since we were 3. Our whole lives, we're on this beautiful wavelength. So I was just saying the day before, I'm going to do this creativity. And I wasn't even correlating at the time.
Right.
The retrograde.
Yeah.
And then she had this dream and texted me the next day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we did it again.
Right.
But it's that retrograde energy. And it was about starting up creativity. And
exactly.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yes. And another thing is actually, I think with Neptune in retrograde, it kind of is like your dreams are literally giving you, like, it's no longer illusions, right? Which is usually like with Neptune, it's like literally telling you, like, this is it. Like, this is exactly the message I'm trying to let you know that you need to do in your life. Right?
Exactly. And a little shout out to our mutual friend who's a Pisces out there. I hope you're listening to it, because remember, she listened to one of the episodes and texted us and said, wow, I didn't even know Neptune was always my favorite planet.
Wow.
And she didn't know. So it's really cool.
Shout out to Marie.
Hey. Big boss, Pibbity.
Big boss. Yes.
You know what? I haven't been naming names, but I think Marie would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big boss Pibbity. Big boss Pibbity. So, but it's really nice just in general, like, just to put out there, if you are thinking of starting something creative, whether or not it's a podcast or just taking up some kind of storytelling or designing, whatever it might be, this is the time to manifest that.
Yeah.
And just now in my personal life, with my sister reaching out to me about that dream we had and the connection we had, and just, people learning about this, even though it wasn't in retrograde at the time, but even just seeing our close circle as well as stargazers that we're getting to know and don't know in our personal life. Listen, it's really cool to see that reach out.
Yeah.
So grab that and manifest it.
100%.
And actually, this is a good segue because of our next segment. We're going to give them some fun prompts.
Yeah. You know what time it is. So homework. Sorry. Yes, let's sail on and get soulfully honest with your creative self, stargazers. I hope you have your astro journals open to a fresh page, because this episode's homework is all about lifting the fog, turning into your intuition, and anchoring your visions in truth. Let's drift into your Neptune reflection prompts, starting off with, where might I be seeing life through rose-colored glasses, and what would change if I took them off? Which dreams are soul-aligned, and which are just wishful thinking? Where am I using fantasies to avoid a truth? And how can I ground my creativity and spirituality in reality? Whoa, what a cool play on words, right? Now, look up your Neptune placement and the house that it's in. If you haven't generated your chart yet, get your exact time and location of birth and use a free site like AstroSeek or an app like Time Passages. Remember, your Neptune sign reveals the style of your dreaming, your spiritual expression, and your connection to the collective imagination. Your Neptune house shows where in life you'll experience the boundary-dissolving magic, whether in relationships, creativity, career, or personal healing. And here's your Neptune-aligned mindfulness mission for the week. Do a dream check, write down your dreams every morning for a week, and notice repeating themes, symbols, or feelings. Take a truth bath. Spend quiet time in meditation or reflection and gently ask yourself, where am I ready to see the truth, even if it's uncomfortable? Ground the vision. Choose one creative or spiritual idea you've been floating around in your mind and take one small, tangible step to bringing it into reality. And Soulful Sanctuary, which is creating a space, physical or mental, where you can retreat, recharge, and reconnect with your inner voice without distraction. Remember, stargazers, Neptune's gift is inspiration and connection to the unseen. And let this week be about finding clarity and keeping the wonder alive.
And stargazers, we hope this Neptunian deep dive stirred your spirit, sparked your imagination, and maybe even cleared away a little fog. Especially for my sister Marie. What up, Pibbity? Sorry, I just had to shout you out one more time. We appreciate you being a stargazer along with us. But for all you stargazers, we really hope that you found some insight today. However, we do want to let you know that our journey through the outer planets isn't over just yet. Because our next episode, we're going way deeper and out there in the solar system. We're diving into Pluto, the transformer, the shadow worker, the phoenix planet of death, rebirth, and ultimate power. If Neptune shows you the dream, Pluto shows you what needs to be released. But before we drift off from this Neptunian sea, don't forget to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast app, and the one you're listening on to right now. Hit subscribe as long as you're not driving, so you never miss a cosmic transmission. Follow us on all our socials at the Stellar Soulcast for daily astro inspo and updates. DM us or comment below your Neptune sign. We love to hear where your soul goes to dream. With that, we want to remind you all to keep reaching for the stars and trusting the vibes. Until next time, stargazers.
Neptune.